maybe create a few extra
You could
email
click
addresses,
a couple
so.
extra times if you needed to keep her in the lead there. I think
Yeah.
when I just checked a minute ago, she was in the lead just barely. So
Yeah.
vote often and vote frequently there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Kind of like our politics today. We don't want to go with
Oh man.
we don't want to get into that. I'm sorry I even brought that up. So, okay, Derek. These Red Oak Tigers played Tuesday night
Against Clark.
against Clark. Look, they were just solid.
Yeah, pretty steady
solid.
team.
Yeah.
All players got involved. You know, when we heard Angie giving the Southwestern Community College stats after
Yes.
the game there,
Yeah.
we heard her really doing her talking just about how everybody got involved. We had a milestone that night, too,
Yes.
with Emily Siebenecker getting the all-time or season record for assists, which is pretty amazing milestone. Just another one to go along for the season with the Tigers, starting with when Coach Montgomery got the all-time Red Oak high school volleyball team wins.
Yeah.
The total number of wins, and it just kind of kept going from there. So, Tigers look solid. I expect tonight to be a very similar, matchup. Honestly, with the Tigers against the Trojans here, and me and my superstitions. I hate to
I know.
predict too much or say too much, but really this should be just a similar repeat to what we had earlier in the season against the Trojans.
And again, and this is something too, though, Derek. But you got to show up and play the game. That's what you got to do. Is you got to show up and play the ball. You have friends. Derek.
I do. Speaking of friends, we were talking the other night about me having to respond to my fans that were texting me during the game.
Yeah.
And I think what we should do is open it up if you're watching on YouTube there with the comments. If you have a question on one of the calls or one of the comments we do here, like, what the heck are they talking about?
What's
What
a
is
cheeseburger?
or
Or a chicken wing?
Or a chicken wing, or what is roofing? All of that.
He's trying to stir stuff up.
He is.
He's trying to stir stuff
I'm
up.
not stirring anything up here. I just,
If you have a nasty comment, direct that toward Derek. Otherwise, all the glowing, wonderful comments toward Aaron.
you could send your nasty comments to Matt, too, since he's sitting up here with us
he doesn't
tonight.
even know. He doesn't even have a headset
he is
on.
clueless. He doesn't even want the headset over here. But, so it pretty, that would be something fun, if you hear us talk about something and you want a little more explanation.
Yep.
I like talking volleyball, so I can talk about rules and fun plays and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. Should be fun, though. But, again, on paper, Derek, I say the Tigers win.
Yeah.
But, again, this is the time of the year. All that stuff is behind you. You have to do it one game at a time, and you have to show up and play. So, again, I think at every level of play, then it gets a little more difficult and a little more tension, a little more anxiety. So, who shows up and plays?
Absolutely. I mean, this is the postseason, right? And the Tigers faced the Trojans early. I think it was even our first Hawkeye 10 game actually there. And, I'm sure they've learned a lot and progressed a lot throughout the season as well. So, you can't just look to the next one. You got to focus on what's right here in front of you.
Yeah, you look at the next one, you're going to lose. So let's take a break from the Jones Mechanical Heating and Cooling pregame show. We'll be right back with more after these messages.
Cooler weather is here. Is your home ready? Call Allensworth Heating and Cooling in Red Oak. Right now, get 0% special financing. Buy today and pay over time with a carrier credit card, or choose fixed rate financing for up to 120 months with Green Sky upon approved credit. Don't wait for the chill. Get your home cozy and comfortable with 0% financing with Allensworth Heating and Cooling in Red Oak. Call 712-623-3191 for more details on financing. That's Allensworth Heating and Cooling. Your comfort is their business.
Next when we come back. to Red Oak, and thanks to our sponsors here this evening. Thanks to Jones Mechanical Heating and Cooling for being our pregame sponsor. Coach Kip has some good music going tonight.
He's doing the music.
He is nailing it on the music tonight. Let's take a look at our lineups this evening, the Southwestern Community College lineups. We're going to start first with the visiting Trojans, and we have Claire Schroeder, who's a senior, 5'6". Ellie Benning is a sophomore, 5'6". Adler Bruce is a senior, 5'10". J.C. Reed is a senior, 5'8". Peyton McLaren is a junior, 5'7". Olivia Jensen is a senior at 5'8". Olivia Olson is a senior, 5'8". Addie Friend she's a 5'7" senior. Emery Jones, a 5'6" sophomore, and Olivia Knuth is a 5'2" junior. Those are your reserves for the Atlantic Trojans. Starters for the Trojans, the ladies we'll be talking about here this evening. Taylor Hagan is a senior, 5'5". She's the libero. Also, we have Zoe Kirchhoff, who is a 5'6" senior. Bryn Lamp, a 5'11" junior. Jillian Sadoff is a 5'9" junior. Madison McLaren, a 5'7" freshman, and Reese Harlan is a 5'8" freshman for the Atlantic Trojans. Those are your starters, and those are the ladies we'll be talking about here this evening. For the Red Oak Tigers, some of the reserves for tonight. Jersey Edie is a freshman at 5'2". Jersey got in. In fact, several young players got in that last round against Clark. Also, we have Amber Ray, who is a junior, 5'4". Ella Blackman, a sophomore, 5'7". Audrey Johnson is a junior, 5'5". And then some of the girls we're going to be talking about here tonight. Sophie Snyder, a junior, 5'6". You have a 5'8" junior, Keely Jones, and just really exciting to watch Keely. She's so much fun. Kaylee Erickson has, as a freshman, coming in and really contributing to the Red Oak Tigers. Natalie Johnson, a 5'8" junior. And, of course, Carly Jenkins has just had a phenomenal year, I think, Derek.
Yeah, Carly, and last game had a great game from the middle there.
Absolutely, a 5'9" senior. Emily Siebenecker, a 5'5" senior. She's a record-setting player. Assists. That's what
she got her 1,000 assists during the season, and then she hit the season record there.
Yes, there you go. And, of course, Ellie O'Neill, a freshman, and like I said, you're going to have a couple of O'Neills on the court. If you hear Derek really kind of go into some moment of, hyperventilating, it's typically because one of his daughters is doing something. I've been right exactly where you're at, Derek, so I understand. Ellie O'Neill, freshman, and, of course, Jocelyn O'Neill, a senior. Outstanding year for Jocelyn, a record setter as well. And, again, as we mentioned earlier, in a competition for Iowa Sports Illustrated High School Volleyball Player of the Year, Jocelyn, just a phenomenal athlete all around. And then we have Mario Ramirez, a junior, the libero. She stepped into that libero row and just done a fantastic job this year, I think. She's 5'7" junior. So let me look at your Southwestern Community College lineups here this evening. Are we ready, Derek?
I'm getting ready here. It's I'm getting a little nervous.
He starts to get quiet over there.
Yes, you can just tell I'm kind of getting nervous. I get a little quiet, get very focused.
Then you'll start hearing this.
Yep.
That's what happens.
Yes.
So, but certainly it's going to be a fun game. We're going to take a break from the Jones Mechanical pregame show. We're about 5 minutes away or so from the opening serve. If you're in the Red Oak area, again, I want to say, quick, come on down and you can watch some great volleyball here this evening. Jones Mechanical pregame show. We'll be right back after this.
Cooler weather is here. Is your home ready? Call Allensworth Heating and Cooling in Red Oak. Right now, get 0% special financing. Buy today and pay over time with a carrier credit card, or choose fixed rate financing for up to 120 months with Green Sky upon approved credit. Don't wait for the chill. Get your home cozy and comfortable with 0% financing with Allensworth Heating and Cooling in Red Oak. Call 712-623-3191 for more details on financing. That's Allensworth Heating and Cooling. Your comfort is their business.
Countdown. Welcome back to Red Oak. Aaron West along with Derek O'Neill. It's Class 3A Region 4 Jones Mechanical Heating and Cooling pregame show. Derek, we're just a few minutes away. Mr. Erickson making some announcements here tonight. Then we're going to get into our official announcement for lineups. National anthem upcoming. And then it'll be volleyball time here. What's an important thing? Let's start first with the Trojans to get a start here tonight. Important for the Trojans to do to right off the bat.
Man, I just think if they can jump out to a couple of quick points on the Tigers there, that's an obvious first start. Being aggressive, I think, with their serves right away, that's about one of the only ways you're going to attack this Tiger team defensively.
And for the Red Oak Tigers, what do they need to do?
I just think they need to go out and play their game. Don't get too caught up in anything else, second-round regionals or anything like that. Just go out and play their game, have fun, continue that confidence that they have in each other as players, and just do their thing.
Yeah. So, again, the player introductions are being made. We want to say thanks to all of our sponsors here tonight if you're either watching online, if you're listening. So say thanks to our sponsors when you have the opportunity. And again, a nice crowd of people continue to file in here, Derek, and certainly thanks to all those folks for coming. Do you start the game standing or sitting? What's the proper thing to do for superstition?
Well, we're going to stand for the national anthem,
which will be coming up here in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
So, in fact, this is what we're going to do. We're going to step away for our national anthem, the Jones Mechanical pregame show. We're going to step away on the radio, but over on our YouTube side. If you go to our YouTube channel, you can search for KCSI Radio. You can watch the game there. You can go to our website, KCSI FM, and watch the game as there as well. We're going to step away from the Jones Mechanical pregame show, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Now we ask that you please rise and face the flag on the west wall as senior volleyball players Carly Jenkins, Jocelyn O'Neill, and Emily Siebenegger join Vern Olson in performing the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave.
All right, the folks online, that was Vern and a few of the senior volleyball players there with the national anthem you heard online. And we have our radio audience coming back. We're going to have it's going to be volleyball time here, Derek, in just a few minutes. Welcome back to our radio audience now. So here we go, Derek.
Kip's got the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan walking in the door kind of music going on here. It's big time.
This is
they also play this for the Huskers, but I mean it was originally for the Chicago Bulls.
You're a Huskers fan?
By checkbook.
Yes. Yes. So there are some different rules when you get to postseason here, Derek. So like timeout, you're not going to hear the music necessarily. Right. And the line judging now at this level, we're starting to see a little bit of difference with some of the line judging here as well.
No more volunteers from the home school. We've got true officials out here, which is great. We've got the ball girls that we had at the last match out there, keeping the game pace moving along well, which I have to say that did
absolutely
that did help the pace during the last game for sure.
Yep.
And I think we are just about ready for some outstanding volleyball here.
Look like the lineups match up. Rotations, their girls are in the right position. And here we go, Derek. It's time for volleyball. The Trojans will serve the ball first. It'll be Schroeder back to serve for the Atlantic Trojans. And here we go from the middle portion of the service line. Here's the serve. That's received by Ramirez. Passed up front. Siebenecker with the set to Jenkins. And there is that play, Derek.
Great play to run right away, establishing that the Tigers aren't going to just do it the normal way. They're going to run that quick little slide play out to the outside with Carly from the middle.
Here's the jump serve from Jones. Red Oak leads 1-0. Set comes over to the right side to Harlan. She hits it across. Tigers are there. Set to O'Neal. Point number 2 for the Red Oak Tigers. Yeah. Jocelyn O'Neal.
Great pass, great set, and then the kill by Jocelyn right there. That's what the Tigers need to do all night here.
2-0 is the score in set number 1. Red Oak with the lead. Jump serve from Jones is received in the back row by Schroeder. Passed up front. Here's the set again to Harlan. Nice hit. Blocked at the net, kept alive by O'Neal. Set to Jenkins. She taps this one across. There's that great court awareness.
Yeah, that good senior awareness right there for the point for the Tigers, just tapping it to the open spot on the floor.
Yeah, Jocelyn had a big APMA kill earlier there, Derek.
Yes, she did.
Serve across the net is received, passed up front. From the back row comes across Jones. Dump set by, what do you call that dump set, Derek? By Siebenecker. It was behind the back. Yeah,
it's like a back set, and then but she just dumps it over the net, and she's catches them off guard for the point for the Tigers.
Jump serve from Jones is received in the back row. Up front, pushed across the net that time by McLaren. Here's Jenkins. She hits across with her fist. A little bit of confusion there. Hagan. Set comes right side again to Harlan. Snyder. Jones. O'Neal hits it across the net into the back row to Hagan. Up front we go. Set in the middle. Tap down by Lamp. And the Trojans are on the board. 4-1 in set number 1. Substitutions taking place here. It's 4-1, set 1, Red Oak with the lead. Back to serve for the Trojans will be Peyton McLaren. Peyton is a junior, 5'7" junior, serves from the middle portion of the service line, low and across the net. Set to O'Neal, nice hit across the net. That's Hagan. Set right side again to Harlan, into the net.
Yeah, calling it in the net. It's going to be a great Rex's plumbing block right there, but we'll give them the net call on that one.
5-1. Red Oak leads. Back to serve for the Tigers will be freshman Erickson. Kaylee Erickson. Nice dig there. Would that be a reconstruction dig, Derek?
Yeah, we can call that.
Substitution taking place. 5-2 is the score. Red Oak with the lead. Back to serve for the Trojans is Bryn Lamp. She's a 5'11" junior for the Trojans. Serve received by Snyder. There's a set to O'Neal. Alley Pointer Makedo kill.
Yeah, right down the line with Jocelyn there, running that play with where they're at in the lineup. Jocelyn gets the quick set on the right side, slams it down the line. Point for the Tigers.
Here comes Siebenecker. Emily Siebenecker back to serve. 6-2. There's a serve from Siebenecker. In the back row, up front, set goes to, I believe that's Harlan. That was a nice shot down the line by Reese Harlan.
That was a great shot there by Reese Harlan.
Now I have her listed as a freshman. Is she a freshman?
That I don't know.
Wow. Reese Harlan. Here's the jump serve from Harlan. That's a serve is what that is. That's going to be a Rex's Plumbing ace serve. Have a seat, Derek.
I think I'm going to adjust.
6-4, jump serve from Harlan, again received by Ramirez. There's Siebenecker with the set to O'Neal. Jocelyn O'Neal, and off of the hands of the Atlantic Trojans and into the bleachers, actually. Point goes to the Tigers. 7-4, Red Oak with the lead. Jocelyn O'Neal back to serve. For Red Oak, Jocelyn with the jump serve, kind of to the left side of the service line, received by Harlan. Up front, set in the middle, hit across by Sadoff. Point Tigers into the net. 8-4, Red Oak with the lead in set number 1.
I just checked on Bound, and I do believe Reese is a freshman. She swings good for a freshman for sure.
Wow. Impressive freshman player. Serve into the back row. Harlan passes up front. Set from McLaren to Bruce. Hit down hard. Dug out nicely, though, by McLaren. Tapped across the net by Sadoff. Set to Jones. She taps it across the net. Net violation on the Trojans.
A great play by the Tigers, though. Just kind of out of sequence, out of system on their defense. Still finding a way to get the ball over. Was going to be a point anyway.
Here comes the serve from O'Neal. 9-4. Red Oak with the lead. Set number 1. Low and across the net. Dug out in the back row. Passed up front to McLaren. And then tapped across by Bruce. I'm sorry, that's Reed. Tapped across by Reed, and then falls to the floor. Point goes to the Tigers.
Tigers get the point there. Great little reconstruction dig there by Ellie O'Neal at the net.
10-4. Jump serve from O'Neal. That's received in the back row by Sadoff. Up front, set to Sadoff. She pushes it to the back row. O'Neal, Siebenecker. Here's Ellie O'Neal, righty-hander on the left side. That's going to be an APMA kill.
Yeah, APMA kill there for Ellie O'Neal.
And it's 11-4. Red Oak with the lead in set number 1. Jocelyn O'Neal back to serve. Here comes the jump serve from Jocelyn. Low and across the net. Sadoff passes it up front. Set over on the right side to Bruce.
Big hit there. Emily tried to get the dig, just couldn't quite get under it enough, and just enough speed, not able to handle that for the Tigers there.
It's 11-5. Red Oak with the lead. In and back to serve is Zoe Kirchhoff. She's a senior, 5'6" senior. 11-5. Here's the serve from Kirchhoff into the back row. Ramirez set to Jones. There's going to be an alley corner Maquetto by Keely Jones.
Big time. Big kill there by Keely there.
It's 12-5. Red Oak with the lead in set number 1. Back to serve now will be Ramirez. Mario Ramirez. She's a junior. Like we said earlier, stepped into the libero role, and I think she's done very well at that.
All season long.
Yes.
She's been super tight.
Service. She was being aggressive with it, but it gets into the net. Point goes to the Trojans.
Yep, that happens when you're aggressive. We've heard Coach Montgomery talk about that all season long, trying to be a little more aggressive with the serving, and that kind of stuff's going to happen.
Here comes the serve from Jillian Sadoff. Have a little floater across the net. Ramirez. Set goes to Ellie O'Neal. Point Tigers. What about that?
Yeah, Ellie doing it from the right side there. Big left-handed freshman out there for the Tigers, just slamming it down.
13-6 is the score. Red Oak with the lead in set number 1. Here comes the serve from Snyder. Jump serve into the back row. That's received by Hagan. Pushed across the net by Reed. There's dugout, kept alive. Down ball across the net. McLaren. Set from Siebenecker to Jenkins.
Yeah, Carly, again, on that little slide play from the middle, slamming it right off the block. You know, looking really, really sharp out there.
14-6. Was that a kill?
Yeah.
APMA kill. Here's the serve from Snyder. Taps off the top ribbon. That's going to be
a Rex's Plumbing ace.
Absolutely. And we talk about that all season too, Derek, when it's just rocketing across there and hits the top of the net and just dies. That's so hard to defend.
It is. It just changes your momentum big time.
Here's the some Snyder into the back row. It's going to be passed up front, Reed, and then pushed across the net by McLaren, and it falls to the floor. It just goes to the open spot.
Yeah, Sophie stretched out for the reconstruction dig. Couldn't quite get it up. Tigers are still on top here in set number 1.
15-7. Back to serve will be Claire Schroeder. She's a senior. 15-7. Here's the serve from Schroeder. Received by Jocelyn O'Neill to Siebenecker. Set to Jones, and she taps it across. Lamp keeps it alive, and then pushed across the net by McLaren.
Good job by Marielle, our libero there, to be very heads up, let that ball float out of bounds. You could tell she was ready to go for it if it was going to land in.
Jump serve from Keely Jones. That's received nicely by McLaren. Hit hard. Harlan. Reese Harlan, the freshman. That was a nice hit.
She is quite the player. I'm honestly saying I don't remember her playing as much in the first match we had with them against the season. So, early in the season there. So she has clearly grown a lot as a freshman player out there on the court
without
the Trojans.
16-8 to score. Red Oak with the lead. Serve comes from Peyton McLaren. Here's the set to Jenkins, and she pushes it across and over the block, Derek, and it falls to the floor.
And it wasn't the greatest set for her to be able to attack, but she's still able to get up there, get her hand out, and make something happen. And that's what a good volleyball team does.
Here comes Kaylee Erickson, the freshman, for the serve into the back row to Harlan, the freshman. And then Harlan hits it across in the back row. What a shot.
Right on the line, yeah.
What a shot by Harlan.
Yeah, cross court, hits that open back part of the floor that is open many times in a volleyball match. It's just a tough spot to defend.
Here comes the serve from Lamp. Bryn Lamp, received by Jones to Siebenecker, set to Jocelyn O'Neill. She hits it to the back row, and that's kept alive. Harlan, we're going to have a free ball across the net. Bruce set to Jocelyn O'Neill. I think that bounced off a couple of hands and fell to the floor. It's an alley pointer Maquetto kill for Jocelyn O'Neill. Into the game is Ellie O'Neill, and out of the game Snyder, and back to serve Siebenecker. For Red Oak, 18-9 is the score. Set 1, Red Oak with the lead. Serve from Siebenecker is received by Harlan. Set to Harlan over on the right side. Nice hit. That's going to be a block.
It's a Rex's Plumbing block right there.
And
big block. Followed the net all the way down and dropped in for the Tigers.
19-9. Red Oak with the lead. Set 1. Here's a serve from Siebenecker. What a serve. That's nicely dug out by Hagan. Down ball across the net by Sadoff. Set to APMA kill right there.
That was a monster APMA kill.
Wow, I think that maybe messed up the flooring. It hit the floor so hard. Goodness gracious.
That was fun.
That'd be a good time to remind people to go vote for her to be the volleyball player.
There you go. Go to our Facebook page and you can do that. Serve from Emily. She's going super aggressive on that one, Derek, and it was low and into the net.
Yeah, Emily, probably one of the most aggressive players we have from the service line. Doesn't always get it across, but, man, she's very aggressive.
Here comes the jump serve from Harlan. Jump serve into the back row, received by Ramirez to Siebenecker. Set to Ellie O'Neill. Hits it across court shot. Harlan. Set to number 9, Reed. There. A little bit of out of sequence there. Out of system play, Derek, but
I resisted the.
I did. But you did.
Ready to do right there.
Both teams kind of got out of sync there, and it ends up a point for the Tigers. 21-10 is the score. Jump serve from Jocelyn O'Neill. Harlan gets under it, chased down by Bruce.
Wow,
free ball.
Great hustle by the Trojans.
Free ball across the net by Sadoff, and caught him looking, and oh my gosh.
Yes, Matt, I hear you.
Are you getting heckled?
Yes, that ball dropped between Jocelyn and Ellie, who both have the last name O'Neill. So
Derek's. Oh goodness. 21-10 is the score. Red Oak with the lead. Received by Ramirez. Set to Jones. Dug out by Hagan. Passed across. We're going to have a free ball across the net. J.C. Reed into the back row. Jocelyn O'Neill to Ellie O'Neill. And it falls to the floor. APMA kill there by Ellie O'Neill.
Yeah. Ellie's doing all right there on the right side so far.
Yes, she is. 22-11. And Red Oak leads in set number 1. Here comes the serve from Ramirez. Mario Ramirez. Passed up front. Set over to the right side. It's off of the hands of the Tigers there. It was hit by Sadoff.
Yeah, they were there for the block. Trojans just had a good approach. Great hit, and able to get the point. Keep this going here in set number 1 for them.
22-12 is the score. Set 1, Red Oak leads. Back to serve for the Trojans is Jillian Sadoff, is junior, 5'9" junior. Here's the serve. Into the back row, Jocelyn O'Neill. Chased down by Keely Jones, and we're going to have a free ball across the net. Siebenecker. Set over to the right side, Reed. Dug out by O'Neill. Tapped across by Jones to the open spot.
Wow, great out of system there for the Tigers. Keely had to stretch big time for that. Just get her fingers on it and find the open spot on the floor there.
I would say, too, J.C. Reed was trying to get to that, trying to get the pancake, Derek. But
yeah.
Jump serve from Snyder. See by Hagan. Pass tight to the net.
Dang.
And it bounces off of the net and just in play.
Just
and the point,
on the line. I mean.
And it's in
all right.
Point to the Trojans.
We got lucky earlier also, so.
23-13. Back to serve now will be Claire Schroeder for the Trojans. Middle portion of the service line. Into the back row. Ramirez back, and it was going for the cheeseburger there is Harlan, but it's out of play. Point Tigers. This is set point. Set point. 24-13. Red Oak with the lead. It's going to be received by Schroeder. Here's Harlan with the hit. Ramirez digs it out. In the middle to Jenkins. That's it. 25-13. Red Oak wins set number 1 over the Atlantic Trojans. We will take a break, and we will be back with set number 2 right after this.
Cooler weather is here. Is your home ready? Call Allensworth Heating and Cooling in Red Oak. Right now, get 0% special financing. Buy today and pay over time with a carrier credit card, or choose fixed rate financing for up to 120 months with Green Sky upon approved credit. Don't wait for the chill. Get your home cozy and comfortable with 0% financing with Allensworth Heating and Cooling in Red Oak. Call 712-623-3191 for more details on financing. That's Allensworth Heating and Cooling. Your comfort is their business.
To Red Oak and high school regional volleyball play, Class 3A Region 4 semifinal. Red Oak and Atlantic. Red Oak wins set number 1 by a score of 25-13. Derek, thoughts on what do the Trojans need to do here to make some body basic adjustments?
Yeah.
What's the adjustment for the Trojans?
Well, if I am suggesting an adjustment for the Trojans, it's just to get that ball into the freshman there, Reese Harlan, get it into her hands as much as possible. She hits the ball hard. We saw her do a back row attack pretty successfully there. And I'd say she has to be a big piece of them moving forward. And if they can really just establish her as a power out there, then that probably opens up some other opportunities, because I guarantee you our girls will adjust defensively to any of that. So that's my body basics adjustment for the Trojans.
I could use an adjustment. I need to go see Dr. Byer.
I do too.
I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe that's age. I don't know. All right, here we go. It's just about time for set number 2. And
if you're the Tigers, I think you're just coming out here. If you're coach, you're just saying, hey, keep it up, keep playing good, keep believing in each other.
Yep.
And mistakes happen. Volleyball is a game of 25 mistakes, really. So in the end, just go out there, play your game, have fun, believe in each other.
Yep. Okay, here we go, Derek. It's time for some volleyball action. Set number 2. Red Oak wins set 1, 25-13. And we're going to get after it. Tigers will serve set number 2. As we come back to it, it will be Keely Jones for the Red Oak Tigers. And here we go. Jump serve from Jones is received in the back row by Hagan. Taylor Hagan in the middle, hit nice, and there's a block for you. Rex's plumbing block. Down ball across the net by McLaren. Set to O'Neal. Hit. It just misses the back line. Point goes to the Trojans.
Just a little long. Tigers were running a little faster tempo there. Jocelyn reaching for the ball a bit. Couldn't quite get it to drop down. Trojans are on the board first.
Here we go.
Set number 2.
Absolutely. Back to serve will be Claire Schroeder. Claire is she's a senior. It's received by Snyder. Passes up front. Siebenecker with the set to O'Neal. O'Neal just taps this one across. Harlan keeps it alive. From the right side, it's hit by McLaren across the net. Set to O'Neal again. Bumps it with her fist. Ramirez is there to keep it alive. Hit by O'Neal. Point goes to the Trojans, and the Trojans got some momentum here to start set number 2.
Red Oak pretty significantly out of system there. Doing a good job of trying to get the ball to be able to attack it, just not able to make something happen there.
Here comes Schroeder again with her serve into the back row. It's received by Snyder. Ramirez tapped across by O'Neal. There's Hagan with the pass up front to Harlan. She hits it across. Snyder keeps it alive. Siebenecker with the dump set again. Harlan keeps it alive. It's Kirchhoff set to Harlan. Kept alive by O'Neal. Siebenecker with the set to the back row. It's Jones. Schroeder gets under it, and it's out of play. It hit the upright, but it was out of play, so point goes to the Tigers.
Yeah, good job by the Tigers there, keeping the ball, just knowing where they're at on the court, letting that ball fall out of bounds and getting the easy point.
Tigers are on the board now. Should be 2-1, I think.
Yes.
Here comes the serve from Erickson. Received in the back row by McLaren. Set to Harlan. Nice hit, but Jones is there. Dump set by Siebenecker. Siebenecker goes for the cheeseburger, but kept alive. O'Neal set to Jocelyn O'Neal. That's going to be a block, but it's out of play.
Yeah, good block by the Trojans to be there. That is Lamp with the Trojans with the big block there, but just goes out of bounds. Point to the Tigers.
Tied up at 2 apiece now. Here's set number 2. Here's the serve from Erickson. Kind of shanks off of the side of the hands of the Trojans, but we're going to have a free ball across the net by Schroeder. Set in the middle, low set to Johnson, Natalie Johnson. Kirchhoff pushed across the net then by McLaren. Here's the set to O'Neal over on the left side. And it goes a bit. Yeah.
Big hit, big reconstruction dig, just not able to handle it there.
That to me, those digs like that, those reconstruction digs, it is so hard. I don't know how they control that. That fascinates me that they're hitting the ball at them so hard.
Yeah.
And they can many times control that. It's just remarkable.
It is.
There's a dig by Erickson. Dump set by Siebenecker. Here's the set to Harlan over on the right side. Blocked by the Tigers. Siebenecker with the set to Natalie Johnson. Dug out by Hagan. Free ball across the net by McLaren. Madison McLaren. Point. Trojans.
Yeah, Tigers just not communicating well there on that one. At this point in the season, you kind of have a lot of instincts with the players around you, who's going to take what, but it's always positive to be, talk out there and over-communicate as much as possible on the court.
Back to serve will be Peyton McLaren. She's a junior. Tied up at 3 apiece in set number 2. Here's the serve from McLaren, received by Ramirez back across the net. And then the cheeseburger for Harlan.
Yeah, she read that overpass all the way to the net and just slammed it down with authority there for the Trojans.
Here we go, 4-3. Trojans with the lead in set number 2. Serve comes from Peyton McLaren. That's going to be an ace serve, a Rex's Plumbing ace serve. And it's 5-3. Atlantic with the lead in set number 3.
Atlantic clearly listened to some of our body basics adjustments on what they should do.
They certainly did. That's going to be an ace serve.
Yeah, Red Oak's having a little hard time defensively here, getting into a good rhythm, and the Trojans are exposing that.
Absolutely. McLaren's going right at it here, doing a great job from the service line. 6-3. Atlantic with the lead now here in set 2. Jones, Siebenecker, set to Jocelyn O'Neal.
Yeah, good little swing play on the right side for the Allie Pointer-Makedo kill.
APMA kill.
Update in Clarinda. Creston took set number 1, 25-22 off of Clarinda.
There you go. Update from Clarinda.
Creston took a set off Lewis Central earlier in the year. They could be a sleeper in this.
Here's McLaren up front. Harlan in the middle, pushes it across. Ellie O'Neal, set to Jocelyn O'Neal. Blocked at the net. Kept alive by Siebenecker. Here's Ellie O'Neal. Blocked at the net. Pushed across by the Trojans. Ramirez with the set to Ellie O'Neal. Dug out by McLaren, tapped down by O'Neal, Jocelyn O'Neal.
That was pretty athletic right there.
Wow, what a play.
Man, Ellie swinging, ball coming right back over. Jocelyn somehow jumping and twisting and hitting that ball down inbounds.
It's 6-5, Atlantic leads set 2. Here's the serve from Siebenecker. Into the net, point Trojans, 7-5. Trojans lead. Back to serve will be Lamp, Bryn Lamp for the Atlantic Trojans. Serves from the middle portion of the service line. Low and across the net. Ramirez, Siebenecker set to Jocelyn O'Neal on the right side. Lamp gets under it. Here's McLaren. Down ball across the net by Madison McLaren. Tapped across by Johnson. Little jousting there.
Nice effort by the Trojans, just not able to come away with it.
And it's 7-6. Trojans lead. Back to serve is Jocelyn O'Neal for Red Oak. Here's the jump serve from Jocelyn. Received in the back row. Kind of shanks off of the hands of the Trojans. And that was Schroeder. And the point, we're tied up at 7 apiece. Jocelyn O'Neal back to serve once again. Tied up at 7. Jump serve received in the back row. Hagan. Peyton McLaren with the set to Sadoff. She hits it across. O'Neal is there. Set to Ellie O'Neal. She taps this one across. Sadoff. And then Johnson taps it across and just hits that sideline, Derek.
Yeah, great job by Natalie to just have that court awareness, send the ball down the line, and keep it rolling here for the Tigers here in set number 2.
So I think this may be the first lead for the Tigers in set 2.
I think it is.
8-7. Here's the jump serve from O'Neal. It's going to be received by Schroeder, I think it was.
Wow, great effort there.
Serve.
Great effort there by the Trojans. But yeah.
Rex's Plumbing ace serve there. 9-7, Red Oak leads. Set 2. And Jocelyn O'Neal back to serve for Red Oak. Here comes the jump serve from O'Neal. Low and across the net. Hagan digs it out. Down ball across the net. Sadoff. Set over to Jones on the left side, and that's going to be an APMA kill for Keely Jones.
Yeah, good job by Keely there, just hitting the open spot on the floor and coming away with the point for the Tigers.
10-7's the score. Red Oak leads. O'Neal back to serve for Red Oak. That's Jocelyn O'Neal. Jump serve from Jocelyn, received in the back row. It's got off of the board, off the basketball goal, and then it's free ball across the net. You don't see that happen very often, Derek. Keely Jones goes way up.
So
wow,
that's a rule. That's a rule we need to get clarified.
Explain that one to me.
So if it's anything attached to the ceiling, it's supposed to be in play unless it actually changes the direction like that. I didn't think that was supposed to be legal, but maybe it is.
Ramirez sets over to left side. Ellie O'Neal hit across. It was blocked. Now Keely Jones, that set right to the pin, and it's a point.
Setting it to the up ref. She didn't really want to do anything with it. So
you don't want to
point for the Trojans.
11-8 is the score. Here we go. Back to serve is Harlan. Reese Harlan, the freshman. Outstanding freshman player. Siebenecker sets to Keely Jones. She hits it hard. Harlan passes it up front. Peyton McLaren with the set to Reed. Here's Siebenecker with the set to Jones. Dug out by Hagan, but it's again to the up ref. And
man, that libero is getting a workout for the Trojans, because that was about as good of a pass, set, and then kill attempt you can have with Keely there hammering it down on the outside.
12-8 is the score. Red Oak with the lead. Here's Ramirez to serve. This one's long.
Just a little long there. Mixing it up there for the Tigers at the service line.
Yep, she was going for the back row and a little long. Substitutions taking place now. 12-9 is the score in set 2. Red Oak won set 1, 25-13. And update for you, it was Creston over Clarinda in set 1, 25-22. The winner of this game meets the winner.
Serving the net there by the Trojans.
Thank you, Derek. I'm distracted over here.
It's okay. I was trying to let you finish your score update.
I'm distracted
and
here.
You just kind of stopped.
I did. I just paused. Here comes the serve from Snyder. Nice.
Yes.
Boy, Hagan just laid it out, Derek. I mean, I don't know how much more effort.
She was going for that Rican Construction dig shout out, but
wow. Yes,
we had the Rex's Plumbing ace by Sophie there.
Man, what an effort. Here's the little soft serve, and that was a fantastic job there on the dig by Madison McLaren. Tapped across by Jenkins right to the donut hole. Campfire. Was it a campfire or was it a donut hole?
I'm going to call it the donut hole for sure, but we need a soft serve ice cream sponsor.
I think every time we say that, we should have like some soft serve ice cream to go along.
Celebrate.
Yeah.
Hagen, I'm sure Matt would agree with you.
I think so too. Here's the set over to the right side. That was a nice hit by Bruce.
Yeah, great.
That was. No, J.C. Reed. I'm sorry, J.C. Reed.
Tigers there with the block, just not able to get it converted into a point there.
And back to service Sadoff. Jillian Sadoff, she's a junior, 5'9". Here comes the serve. Into the back row, Snyder. Set to Jenkins. She taps it across again. Nice pancake there, Derek. Did you see that by Kirchhoff?
Yeah.
And it's a point for the Trojans.
Break out the Mrs. Butterworths.
No way. What a great play that was.
Great play by the Trojans, and they're hanging right in here in set number 2.
They're not going away. 15-11 is the score. Now back to serve will be Sadoff. It's long. A nice heads-up play there by the Tigers to call it.
Yeah, great court awareness. I think we had some help on the bench shouting that it was going to be long. That's always positive when you got your teammates that aren't on the active court with you, helping you out there.
Here's Jones with the serve in at the back row. Hagen passes it right to the net. We're going to free ball across the net by Lamp. Set to Jenkins, APMA kill, Carly Jenkins.
Yeah, big hit out of the middle for Carly there. Atlantic knew that was coming and just still couldn't defend it.
17-11. Red Oak with the lead. I think that might be the biggest lead of set number 2. Here's received by Hagen. Passed up front. Set over to the right side. Hit across by Madison McLaren. Siebenecker with the APMA kill.
Yeah, Jocelyn with the assist.
That's usually the other way around.
Yeah,
Eric.
Jocelyn with the assist to Emily for the Ali Pointer-Makedo kill. That's pretty awesome.
18-11. And back to service Keely Jones. Here's the jump serve. Ace serve, by the way. Rex's Plumbing ace serve. And it's 19-11. And Keely Jones back to serve. Jump serve into the back row. Kept alive. We're going to have a free ball across the net by Hagen. Snyder set to Siebenecker. Dug out nicely there by Reed.
Yeah.
Pushed across by Madison McLaren. Siebenecker with the set to Jenkins. Dug out by Hagen. Nice dig. And then Jenkins kind of that little side.
Carly
what was that?
Hitting it off the court, running back on and stuffing it back down. I tell you what, that's exciting. Even Matt's over here getting excited, and he does not get excited about volleyball.
Wow. Serve. It misses out. I think Jones is going for the back corner. It's a little long. And it's 20-12. Red Oak with the lead. Back to serve will be Claire Schroeder for Atlantic. 20-12. Serve from Schroeder. Jones passes to Siebenecker. Here's the set to Jocelyn O'Neill. Hagen passes it up front. Kind of a hit by Jenkins. There's Hagen again. Yeah. I'll tell you what, Hagen. You know what, Derek? She has put forth some effort, hasn't she?
Big time. Both teams kind of out of system there. Red Oak able to put it together and come away with the points.
And here comes Kaylee Erickson to serve for the Tigers, 21-12. Here's the serve. Bounces off the top ribbon. Madison McLaren gets under it. Set to McLaren. Hits it across. Jones. Siebenecker with the set to O'Neill. Jocelyn hits it hard. Dug out there by Schroeder. Out of play. Point Tigers. 22-12.
Yeah, Red Oak really just has Atlantic out of system here. They're running all over the place. They've got to be tired.
Here comes the serve from Erickson. Schroeder go to the net. There is an APMA kill by Jocelyn O'Neill.
Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger.
Is that a double?
Hamburger,
double?
cheeseburger, Big Mac.
23-12. Back to serve is Kaylee Erickson. It's received by Schroeder. set comes right side to Harlan, or left side rather. She hits it hard but misses the sideline, and point goes to the Tigers. Set point, 24-12 is our score, and back to serve is Kaylee Erickson. There's the serve.
Ooh,
going for the side.
Kaylee going for the ace, just didn't quite get it inbounds there.
Got some substitutions taking place on both teams here. And it's 24-13. And back to serve for the Trojans will be Peyton McLaren. She's a junior. Here we go. Serve from McLaren. Kept alive by Siebenecker just through great effort. Free ball across the net. Ramirez. Hagen passes up front to Lamp. She taps it across. There's Siebenecker. Ramirez sets Siebenecker. Hits it across, but it's blocked out of play. That's it. 25-13. Red Oak wins set 2. Same score as set 1. Red Oak leads 2-0. We'll be right back with set number 3. We'll put together some body basic chiropractic adjustments, and we'll be right back after this. All right, Derek, give me a body basics a match adjustment here for the Trojans.
Sure. You know, the Trojans, obviously, they've got some great players out there. I observe, though, that, need to probably try and get the ball into Lamp's hands more, and then certainly anytime you can get it to Harlan, she's going to hit the ball hard enough that it's going to be tough to defend for the Tigers there. So, that would be my advice or my kind of coaching here, and I'm sure that, the coaching staff they have there knows better than I do, but that would be my adjustment, body basics adjustment there for the Trojans.
Would you make an adjustment for the Tigers or say keep doing what you're doing?
The only adjustment I hope for the Tigers here would be that we get out to a big enough lead that we could get some of those young players in like we had in the last game and kind of make some adjustments that way, letting them get a little bit of court time in the big game here.
There you go. There's your body basics chiropractic adjustment. And we'll see what happens. It's about time for volleyball here. And it looks like the Trojans will begin. Red Oak wins set number 1, 25-13. Red Oak wins set number 2, 25-13. We'll see what happens in set 3. Lamp back to serve for the Trojans. Bryn Lamp. And Davis is making trouble down here in the booth. We need to get security up here. There's Keely Jones with the APMA kill for the opening point. Is Matt Davis causing problems down there?
He says, look, when you're this good, they aren't even coaching. They're just having coffee, we're visiting.
It's the serve to the back row, received by Hagen. There's Harlan with a nice APMA kill.
No, we're not doing APMA kills for the other team. I forgot to clarify that.
Okay.
No, seriously, that's fine. Perfectly fine.
Here's the jump serve from Harlan, received by Snyder. Set to Jenkins, and she taps it across. Harlan gets under it. Free ball across the net by Bruce. Set to Jocelyn O'Neill. APMA kill.
Yeah, cross-court shot there by Jocelyn. Pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Not able to be handled and comes away with the point for the Tigers.
Point, Red Oak. It's 2-1. Red Oak leads set 3, and back to serve is Kaylee Erickson. Here comes Kaylee. Serves from the right side into the back row. And that is Sadoff. Hit across by Bruce.
Rican construction dig there by Keely Jones.
Reed with the hit. Siebenecker keeps it right at the net. What do we have there, Derek? What would you call that?
A whiff? I don't know. I don't know. Jocelyn went up for the block, and Atlantic was not able to get much onto the ball, and it fell on their side of the court.
3-1 is the score. Red Oak with the lead. That's received by Sadoff. Tapped across the net, rather, by Reed. O'Neill with a nice hit. Dug out by Hagan. She's going to be sore.
Yeah.
You would be bruised up and skint up, and goodness, she has really given forth.
She's a pretty darn good libero there.
Yeah, she puts forth some effort without a doubt. Serve into the back row. Hagan passes up front. Set in the middle, Sadoff. She hits it. There's a block. Rex's plumbing block. Set goes to O'Neill. Blocked at the net. Siebenecker with the set to Johnson. She taps it across. And 4 hits, Derek, is what we have there.
I think they're going to call 4 hits. That was good effort by the Trojans. And just not able to come away with the point. Need a little bit more luck there on their side.
And it's 5-1 now. Red Oak with the lead in set number 3. Serve from Erickson will be an ace serve, by the way. A Rex's Plumbing ace serve by Erickson. 6-1. Red Oak with the lead. And here's the serve from Erickson. Received by Hagan. Passes right to the net. Big. That's a triple. That's a triple cheeseburger.
Nice, yeah.
By Jocelyn O'Neill. 7-1.
Matt heard cheeseburger and his eyes got big.
They did. They lit up, didn't they? And
another Rex's Plumbing ace serve for the Tigers there by Kaylee Erickson.
And that's a great job by Kaylee. And trying to make an adjustment here in the booth. It's not working for me, Derek. 8-1 serve received.
Got another cheeseburger there by Jocelyn O'Neill with an Ali Pointer-Miketto kill.
What'd you feed her before the game?
I think it's because she got a Body Basics adjustment or something. Maybe you should call Fritz for your adjustment up here in the booth.
I think so, maybe. 9-1 is the score. Here's a set pushed across by Reed. From the back row, Keely Jones.
Big
attack by
Harlan.
And hit hard by Bruce. Point Trojans.
Yeah, we can give them an Ali Pointer-Miketto kill there. I have no problems giving some love to Atlantic. We've got some great projects going on over there for them, so I'm not worried about it.
You do work up there too, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
You betcha. All right, and it's 9-2 is our score. 9-2, and it's Kirchhoff with the serve. Ramirez set to O'Neill. She hits it right to the back row. Hagan keeps it alive. Free ball across the net by Sadoff. There's Johnson. Blocked. It's out of play.
Yeah, big hit by Natalie. Goes off of the Trojans' hands there. Sails out of bounds. Point for the Tigers.
All right, here we go. And it's 10-2. Serve is received by Madison McLaren. Free ball across the net, Sadoff. Ramirez just gets under it. Here's Ellie O'Neill from the right side. Tigers keep it alive. Here's the set to Jocelyn O'Neill from the left side, but it's into the net. Point goes.
Not able to handle those that set right there. Tigers really out of system. Just kind of tight to the net, trying to push the ball up as much as they can.
Here's the serve from Sadoff. That's received by Ramirez. Siebenecker with the set cross court to Ellie O'Neill. She goes back cross court and just misses.
That's a little dad comment right there.
Yeah.
Are you winning? I just wondered your game you're playing on your phone over here that's distracting you from
highly
the broadcast.
distracted at the moment. 10-4. Here comes the serve from Sadoff. I'll focus. Back to the net tap down by Reed. Tigers try to keep it alive. Point goes to the Trojans. It's 10-5.
Yeah, just another tight play to the net there. A little bit of jousting and not able to come away with the point for the Tigers.
Back to service Sadoff. Jillian Sadoff, a junior. Into the back row. Ramirez to Siebenecker. Hit across.
Yeah, Jocelyn finding that open spot with just the tap, the little floater right there to the open spot as she transitions back to serve for the Tigers.
10-5. Or is it 11-5 here?
I think it should be 11-5 now.
I think. Here's the jump serve from O'Neill. Low and into the net. Set number 2 in Clarinda. It was Clarinda over Creston, 25-14. So they've split now, one set apiece.
What was that score again?
25-14.
Okay.
Back to serve will be Schroeder for Atlantic. Red Oak leads 2-0. This is a must-win for Atlantic or it's over. Tap back across the net. Jocelyn O'Neill passes to the net. Jones taps it across. And here's the set to the right side. Harlan, kind of with the heel of her hand, Derek, hits the ball.
Yeah, you know, she was trying to change it up there a little bit. She's obviously a power hitter there in the front row for the Trojans, and was trying to mix it up a little bit. Just couldn't quite put that all together.
12-6 is our score. Here's the serve from Ramirez. It's received in the back row by Schroeder. Free ball across the net, Hagan. Right in the middle, Jenkins, APMA kill. Little low just quick set there.
Yeah, a little quick set right to the middle. Carly just hammers that down. That's fun to watch for sure.
And here we go, 13-6. Red Oak with the lead. Serve from Ramirez into the back row. And free ball
Great
across the net by
there.
Hagan. Here's the set to Ellie O'Neill from the right side. Schroeder gets a hand on it, but it's out of play.
Great effort there by the Trojans. Started with a reconstruction dig there on that serve. And Harlan also trying to keep it in play at the net.
We're going to have a timeout on the court. We'll take it with them. Red Oak with the lead. Set number 3, 14-6, and we'll be back after this.
Cooler weather is here. Is your home ready? Call Allensworth Heating and Cooling in Red Oak. Right now, get 0% special financing. Buy today and pay over time with a carrier credit card or choose fixed rate financing for up to 120 months with Green Sky upon approved credit. Don't wait for the chill. Get your home cozy and comfortable with 0% financing with Allensworth Heating and Cooling in Red Oak. Call 712-623-3191 for more details on financing. That's Allensworth Heating and Cooling. Your comfort is their business.
Set number 3, 14-6. What has happened this evening, Red Oak leads 2-0. Both of the first 2 sets were 25-13. We are in set number 3, and Red Oak leads 14-6. Back to serve will be Ramirez. Mariel Ramirez. It's received in the back row by Schroeder. Going for the cheeseburger there, but it's out of play. Point.
Yeah. Red Oak just getting a little excited right there. Ball goes out of bounds, and going to have some player substitutions here while Aaron continues his game on his phone.
I'm taking care of business here.
I will quit picking on you, boss.
Here comes the serve, low and across the net, received by O'Neill. Hit across hard by Jones, but it's out of play. Would you call that a dig, Derek?
I'm going to call that a reconstruction dig by Jocelyn and set up to Allie Pointer-Makedo kill there by Kaylee Jones.
That was a great dig, reconstruction dig. 15-7, Red Oak leads set 3. Back to serve will be Snyder. Here's the jump serve from Snyder, received by Harlan. Passed up front, set over to the right side. Lamp taps it across. Ramirez is there. Siebenecker with the set to O'Neill from the back row, blocked, and O'Neill keeps it alive. Over to the left side, Keely Jones with the big hit. APMA kill.
Yeah, right off the block. Atlantic's there with the block. They had their timing right down. We're not able to tool that into a positive point for them.
Here comes the jump serve from Snyder. Just a little floater. That's going to be a Rex's Plumbing ace serve.
Sophie did that the last time she was at the line, and man, she has got that down.
17-7 is the score. Here comes the jump serve from Snyder again, going there. Harlan gets under this one. Peyton McLaren with the set to Bruce, hit across. Tapped down by Harlan. And the Tigers fail to get the ball across the net. Point goes to the Trojans.
Yeah, really, really tough there. Tight plates in the net. Emily has done a great job of that all season long, just not able to get it popped out of the net enough that we could do something with it there.
Here comes the serve from Lamp. See by O'Neill. There's that slide, Derek, and the Trojans get under this one. Here's Reese. Cross-court shot. It's in.
Ooh.
It's in.
Great shot by the Trojans. Allie Pointer-Mankato kill coming at you.
And it's 17-9. Back to serve is Bryn Lamp. She's a 5'11 junior. Ramirez passes up front. Set to Jenkins. She taps this one across, and it just taps the hands of the Trojans and then falls to the floor.
Just over the block right in front of her. They get their fingers on it but can't really do much with it, and it falls to the open spot on the floor.
18-9 is our score in set 3. Jump serve from Jones is received by Schroeder. Schroeder with the down ball from the back row. Set to Jocelyn O'Neill. Dug out nicely, but Bruce hits it across into the back row. Keely Jones set up front to O'Neill. APMA kill.
Yeah, that was a big reconstruction dig, too, by Peyton McLaren there to keep that ball going for the Tigers to get another opportunity for the kill there.
19-9 is the score. Here's the jump serve from Keely. She was going for that soft serve. And it's 19-10. Red Oak with the lead. It's Reese Harlan back to serve. Outstanding freshman player, but this one's a little long. She's one of those type players that, Derek, by the time they make it to their senior year, it seems like they've been playing 42 years.
Yeah.
Because they're so good, and you're like, good grief.
Absolutely.
She is a remarkable freshman player. 20-10 is the score. Serve into the back row. Sadoff passes it up front. Peyton McLaren with the set to Sadoff. Tigers get a hand on it. Siebenecker and Johnson. Natalie Johnson.
Man, I'm gonna say Jocelyn did a great job pulling the block there. She jumped up in the air, hung there like she was gonna hit it. The block followed her, and Natalie was able to have a free shot there to the court.
21-10 is the score. Erickson with the serve into the back row to Sadoff. Here's Peyton McLaren. Tapped across by Reed. Snyder gets under it. Erickson with kind of a free ball off balance across the net. Reed hits it, but it's into the net. Point goes to the Tigers. And Erickson will be serving. It is, 22-10 is the score. Serve from Erickson, received by Sadoff. Peyton McLaren set to Sadoff. She hits it hard. It's out. Point Tigers, 23-10. And here we go. 23-10 is the score. Kaylee Erickson back to serve for Red Oak. Into the back row. Sadoff passes it up front. There's Bruce hit. Point Trojans.
Yeah, Red Oak was there for the Rex's Plumbing block, not able to get it completed, and the point goes to the Trojans.
You know, sometimes when it's play like that, I struggle to see what side of the net the ball is. I know that sounds crazy.
No, it's not crazy.
It's like, where did
I do that
side,
regularly.
Which side did it fall on?
If Jill and I were sitting next to each other up here, we'd probably be arguing over that.
Here comes the serve from the Trojans, Kirchhoff. O'Neill from the right. Jocelyn O'Neill from the right side. Kirchhoff gets under it. Here's down ball by Harlan. Jocelyn O'Neill dump set by Siebenecker. Free ball across the net by Madison McLaren. Here's the set to Natalie Johnson. Dug out nicely by McLaren. Reconstruction dig.
Great job by the Trojans there, trying to make something happen and just not wanting to give up here in set number 3 tonight in Red Oak.
23-12 is the score. And here we go. Kirchhoff back to serve once again. See by Ramirez to Siebenecker, set to Natalie Johnson. APMA kill, Natalie Johnson.
Yeah, great job. Transition there with Natalie on the right side. Outside, Natalie on the outside.
This is match point. 24-12. And served by Siebenecker. Here's the set over to the right side. Sadoff. Ramirez. O'Neill hits it across. Hagan gets under it. Up front we go. Kirchhoff with the set to Reed. Blocked at the net. Down ball across the net from Harlan. Passed up front to Siebenecker, set to Ellie O'Neill to the back corner, and that's going to do it. 25-12, Red Oak wins set number 3 off of the APMA kill by Ellie O'Neill.
That was pretty awesome.
You like that, don't you?
Yeah, you know what the dad says. That's pretty good.
Absolutely. I tell you what, we're going to take a break. Red Oak wins in 3 over Atlantic. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the Rex's Plumbing post-game show after this.
Here, is your home ready? Call Allensworth Heating and Cooling in Red Oak. Right now, get 0% special financing. Buy today and pay over time with a Carrier credit card, or choose fixed rate financing for up to 120 months with Green Sky upon approved credit. Don't wait for the chill. Get your home cozy and comfortable with 0% financing with Allensworth Heating and Cooling in Red Oak. Call 712-623-3191 for more details on financing. That's Allensworth Heating and Cooling. Your comfort is their business.
Go out.
Here,
Melanie
just take
means
the
she's
headset.
breathing heavily.
That's the when. So we have, who do we have here? Oh, we're gonna have we're gonna have Carly Jenkins, and we are gonna.
Oh, this is huge.
There we go.
Can I make this smaller?
Yeah. So we're on the air here, but we can do that. So hang on just a second, guys. We have a little bit of chaos going on here, so we're gonna do this.
Please be patient. It's Aaron's first time using Facebook.
Oh my goodness gracious! So, okay, we are back, and we were never off the air. Okay, here we go. I apologize. So Carly, let's start with you. We're going to have some photos being taken here. So, Carly, let's start with you. Excellent game tonight. A lot of fun. You guys seem like you're really in control, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about from your perspective at the net. Tell me what you saw.
I mean, yeah, I feel like hitting wise, I think I was just looking for a lot of shots. I thought they were playing super deep on us, so I think their tips was pretty wide open for, I think, all of us.
I thought you played well as a team. I thought there was a little bit of out of system play, but you guys, you do so well out of system.
Yeah.
It seems like it's no different really. I mean, you guys are just strong.
Yeah, Angie always tells us that we're one of the best out of system teams. So yeah, even though I'm not in that, but yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it certainly are. So, but a lot of fun. You have seen Atlantic before this year, so you knew what you had to face, right? Was there any extra stress knowing that this is post game and you want to win to advance? Is that any extra pressure? Or you guys just go ahead and play right through it?
I mean, me personally, I don't think so. I think we've just been so confident this year that it's just like it's another game to us, and it's like, but at the end of the day, we do know like if this could be the last time stepping on the court.
You bet. Very good. Anybody that you would comment on tonight that you thought played really well?
I feel like it's always Marielle and Ellie too. I thought Ellie did really good. I thought she came up. I thought she got up and had some big swings.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of fun.
I think you guys can say that you both did really good out there. That's my observation.
Yeah, I think so. All right, and we have Jocelyn O'Neill with us as well. So Jocelyn, you had some monster kills tonight. I mean, just some really big hits tonight. So what it's from your perspective, tell me about the game tonight.
I would say that we ran a lot of tempo. M definitely fed the ball. I think more like tempo. I think we're working on that in practice a lot too, preparing for like other teams that we're gonna have to see future.
Like I said to Carly, you have played Atlantic prior in the season, so you knew what was across the net from you.
Yeah.
Did that change any of the way that you prepared for tonight, or do you guys just do it the same every time?
I would say we kind of focus more in practice on going hard down the line. I think our right backs really showed that tonight, and then especially Marielle. We were just working really hard on taking big swings in practice. We do this drill called trash can, and it really helps us just dig a ball.
There was one set tonight. I don't know if it was the second set I think it was the second set. There were about 2 or 3 cheeseburgers in a row.
Cheeseburgers!
I mean, my goodness. It was pretty crazy, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I wanted it, so I took it. There was a few between Nat and I was like, mine. I just got up.
Oh, my gosh.
That's exciting.
Anybody else that you would comment on, Jocelyn?
I would say my sister Ellie, and then Marielle. And Natalie, actually.
Yeah, she
all
got
of
up
us.
too.
Yeah,
I would say
you guys played
the whole team.
The whole team.
everyone. You guys played really well.
Yes, I would
all
say
right.
so.
Enjoy tonight. There's more volleyball to play.
Yes, there is.
Thank you guys for visiting with me.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. There we have Jocelyn O'Neill, and we have with us now we're going to visit with Coach Angie Montgomery. We're going to swap some headsets here for just a second, and we'll have Coach Montgomery with us. Okay, Coach, slide down here a little
You
closer.
guys were having too much fun over
that was
here.
fun. That was fun. We're talking cheeseburgers.
I heard.
Yeah,
I heard.
It was awesome. They were.
Carly's always hungry though. So. Okay. Am I telling a lie though? No.
Coach, it seemed like you just had fun tonight.
Oh, they do. They have a lot of fun. They truly enjoy playing with each other, and it just makes it even more relaxing for us to sit on the bench and just see their hard work in motion out there night after night.
I had mentioned to the girls, you've seen Atlantic before this year, so you know it was across the net for you, or from you.
Yep.
It's postseason.
Yeah.
Do you change the way you prepare, or do you just
no.
It's just the same thing?
Honestly, we watch film. We absolutely do our due diligence. The girls like watching film. They like being able, and a lot of times they do that all on their own, and then we come together and have kind of our film sessions, and obviously on coming up here in a few days we'll have a pretty in-depth scout forum, which is what what we love to do. Sharon's already working. That's one of her favorite things to do, and the girls they like to know what to expect. They like to know if we're going to change anything, what we need to do. And so they're like I think I've said before, they're so good at making in-game adjustments.
Yeah.
So that if something arises, they're prepared for something different. Like they don't sweat it. Like they don't get nervous and tense if that wasn't what we were expecting. Like that's just part of the game.
Was it the second set that the first 8 or 10 points are kind of close? Is that set number 2?
Yep, it was.
If they never show any sort of concern, and then they just take over and then just keep stretching the lead and having fun.
Right, and they, like some people might think, well, God, they don't care about it, but like they're able to move on, and there's no reason to dwell on one point. You can't get it back. You can't, you can't change that. All you can do is make an adjustment and go after it harder the next time. So, and these guys are extremely good at that next point, next ball mentality.
When you look at your stat sheet tonight, does anything stand out to you?
Yeah, I was looking while you guys were talking. I think one of the things that stands out tonight is how balanced we were. So Jossie led us with 17 kills. Keely had 11, Carly had 11, and then Natalie and Ellie both had 5 kills.
Wow.
And Emily added 3.
Yeah.
And a lot of those that we're getting to Emily are out of system, and she's ready to swing. And again, like Nat and Ellie were open so much. I mean, Nat hit 500. She was 5 kills on 10 attempts. Ellie was almost the same, 5 kills on 12 attempts. Because again, people are gonna key in on those outside hitters that we've got, and they're great. Jossie and Keely are gonna they're gonna crush balls, but they do such a good job of pulling a block, pulling defense, and getting wide open looks for people. And Ellie is always ready on the right side. Which is tremendous poise for a freshman for sure. So
back here Tuesday night. So the last check we had, they were split. I don't know where they're at this point.
I don't either, but we will be watching that pretty closely.
But that'll be back here Tuesday night, same time, 7 o'clock.
Yep.
Would encourage people to come. What are you going to do between now and then?
We're going to watch film. The thing is, it's honestly 9 times out of 10 your regional finals aren't someone that so they're the scout that goes into it is a lot different. No matter if it's Creston or Clarinda. We both know a lot about each other.
You know these teams.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, at that point, it's more about taking care of yourself. I love the place that we're at. I love the way our offense is clicking. I love their confidence. I just, either one is going to prove they're going to come out with everything they've got because there's a green banner on the line.
Yeah.
I love our home court advantage. This is the first year that we'll get to host that it won't be at a neutral site. And it gives me goosebumps. I'm so excited. And, we know we're going to have to come to play and we're going to have to earn it.
Very good.
A record at this point, whoever it is, we'll both have the exact same record going into that regional final. And, it doesn't matter what the result was the first time around.
Yeah.
And, you got to stay humble, keep that feeling, and these guys do. So just super proud and very excited.
And I'm just going to keep saying it. You owe yourself, if you haven't watched the Tigers play, you need to come to the game Tuesday night and watch.
Yeah.
Because they're super fun.
They are fun. They are
fun
to
you
watch.
You can tell. You can just, from up here, all the way up here, Coach, they just seem like they're having a good time.
They are.
So.
They are. And they play for each other. They truly, want to do the best they can for each other. And that is something truly special that sets these guys apart from a lot of other. I mean, we have had a lot of fantastic winning records over the years, but something about these guys is just different.
They're fun.
It is. I know. Yeah.
Very good.
So,
thank you, Coach.
Yeah. Thank you guys for being here and for streaming.
Well, absolutely. We'll see you Tuesday.
See you Tuesday.
Make it a great day.
You too.
Head coach there, Angie Montgomery, with us. Our thanks to Coach Montgomery for always making a few minutes to visit with us. Okay, Derek, it is the Rex's Plumbing post-game show.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I thank Angie for, bringing those Southwestern Community College stats to us there and being able to hear just how balanced, the Tigers are. And quite honestly, I feel like you hear those numbers with Keeley and Jocelyn, but we're seeing bigger and bigger numbers there from Carly, Ellie on the outside, Natalie. I mean, those are fun. Those are fun, particularly this time of year. That's when you want to be clicking and getting ready to fire on all cylinders. And from my perspective here, Red Oak looks good, and I want to make sure that they keep that up regardless of who we're going to see here next Tuesday night. And the sad part, we were talking about that off there with Atlantic, is somewhere somebody's got to end with a loss, unless you're going all the way and winning state, which would be fantastic. But somebody's got to end with a loss, and I feel bad for the Atlantic team there and those girls. They all played very hard, and you see the seniors down there, and the emotion, and kind of as a dad with a senior on this side, you're kind of grateful for every play and every minute and every set that you get here just one more time. But I know that I'm gonna have that lump in my throat at some point when it all ends.
Derek, thank you much. I want to before we move along here with the Rex's post-game show. Again, like you said, thanks to Coach Montgomery for the Southwestern Community Stats. We want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. Hope you made a note of our sponsors. Go vote. Jocelyn O'Neill is up for the Sports Illustrated High School Volleyball Player of the Year. You can go to our Facebook page. There's a link there. Click on it to vote. You can do that until Saturday. And congratulations to the Red Oak Tigers cross-country team, boys cross-country team on making it to state. So thanks.
Fantastic.
And hopefully we get to talk to Coach French tomorrow about that. I'm hoping we can do that. So very good. Derek, thank you much.
You bet.
Appreciate it. Melanie, thanks for running all of our production software. That's going to